It is downtown New Haven. It's early October, and we are not doing ghosts tonight. This is a special episode. They're having their first annual, very first, Witches Night Out. We're going to be talking to some sensitives, some tarot card readers. We're going to be talking to the folks running this, and you're going to see a lot of witches out here tonight. It's just fun. And that's why I wanted to bring you along with me, and let's just have a good time tonight. So watch this one. Okay, I'm now here with the head witch, the top witch, Tabitha, of my other closet.
Yes.
First year,
and it's been amazing.
How many people is out here?
We ended up with a total of 31 vendors. And right now, my guesstimate on the crowd is about 150, 200.
Well, that is a good 200.
So,
yeah, 'cause I had to walk through them a minute ago.
Yes.
What gave you this idea?
I've attended the Witches Night Out in Kimmswick, as well as the one in Owensville. They were a lot of fun. I went to the one in Owensville last year, and I thought, you know what, we need to do something like this. And it helps raise money for the community. I got a 50-50 raffle going now that goes towards Downtown New Haven Inc. It's going to help just revitalize the area and get people to know that we're down here, and there's new shops down here, and there's fun things to do.
Was you expecting this crowd?
Not at all. When I originally brought this plan to the group back in May, they said, well, you know, if you get 10 or 15 vendors or maybe 50 people, you'll be doing good for your first year. And we planned originally to do everything out and back and have everybody kind of haunting the back alleys of New Haven. And it just grew so fast, and with absolutely no press exposure. There was nothing in any of the papers. It's strictly been social media, which has been phenomenal.
Steve, maybe I need you to help me with my social media. So is there a little magic involved in this? A little hocus pocus?
Get this. Which never tells her good secrets.
You've got two psychics or tarot readers.
They do tarot as well.
Okay, I've talked to one of them already. What else have we got to look forward to?
We also have a Reiki Master Healer here. I have direct sale vendors. I also have several crafters that make the amazing witch hats as well as capes, beautiful costumes, jewelry makers, a little bit of pretty much anything you could be looking for.
That, like you said, it's amazing. This is the first time, first year, and it's doing so well.
Yeah, it's
so
done
you've
really
done an awesome job.
Awesome.
And anything else you want to tell these folks for next year? Because I assume you're going to try it again.
Come back, have a good time, and
dress
up,
part
and
of the fun.
Let's make it grow. Show people what downtown New Haven can do.
Well, what other contests do you have?
Oh, I have Best Broom, and we've got some amazing lit up brooms with bats flying from them. We've got crazy Best Hat, which I'm not allowed to participate in. Craziest.
That's too bad.
I know, my hat's so fun. Craziest Cackle, and the Best Overall Witch. And I'm telling you, some of these ladies are amazing. They've actually sewn their gowns and makeup and the whole 9 yards.
I've seen some that's pretty incredible.
So we've got 4 contests going, plus we've got 2 50-50 raffles, the one for Downtown New Haven Inc., then we'll do another at 9 o'clock. That'll go towards next year's Witches Night Out, because I've already got about 10 vendors on hold for next year.
Really? Okay, it's going to happen.
They're wanting to come back. So in some I had to actually turn away because I didn't want to get too big first year, because I've been running around like a chicken with a zip cut off.
I bet you have.
So got a lot going on, but come down.
All right, come on back. We're going to be here next year too.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, we are now at Pickety Bend, which is New Haven and probably Franklin County's first distillery.
Yes.
Legal, at least.
Legal, yes.
And we're here talking to the witch who takes care of the spirits, I guess you'd
Yes,
say.
yes.
How's it going tonight?
It's good. We are really excited for our first Witches Night Out. Petra and I are down here making up some spirits for everybody, and they seem to be going really well.
What are you making for them?
We have a couple of options tonight. We have our mulled cider, which is cider, OJ, some cinnamon, some cardamom, and our corn whiskey, so it's nice and sweet. We have an Irish coffee, and it's Irish because we put whiskey in it, so it's whiskey, brown
But it's
sugar.
your whiskey.
It's our whiskey.
It's
We also
American
it is. We're also doing our perfect gin and tonic, which is our gin with our custom tonic syrup and club soda.
That tonic is incredible.
It is amazing. And we have another cocktail with that. It's called the Rose. It's the signature drink at the Botanical Gardens. It's our vodka, peach schnapps, the tonic syrup, and club soda, as well as my favorite drink, which is the Horse Feather, which is our whiskey, little cherry herring, which is a cherry liquor, ginger beer, and a little bit of bitters.
Wow.
Warm you up on a nice cold night.
How's it going out there?
Really well.
It looks busy.
Yeah, we have a lot of witches out. A lot of them are into the drinking. Some of them have been on their broom a little too long, and they need a drink.
Well, that makes sense
Yes,
too.
yes.
So you're having a good time.
Having a great time.
You told me today that Pickety Bend has some new stuff I was not
Yes.
aware of. Can you give me a quick rundown on?
We do what are called cask finish whiskeys. So we take that American rested whiskey after 10 months and put them in a couple of different barrels. We have a Zinfandel cask finish.
Where did that come from?
That came from Peter Franis in California. We got to use Zinfandel barrel. We have a port cask, which came from Stonehill.
Right here in
Right
this town
here,
down
yes,
in
they're award-winning Norton port. We have a sherry cask finish, which is my favorite, and that came from an Olarosa Spanish white oak barrel. And then we have our Distiller's Reserve, which is our rested whiskey aged for 2 years.
Incredible.
Yes.
And that's how long have you had that? Because it was not here when I brought
2
a group
years.
of ghost hunters in recently.
No, we the Zinfandel came out 3 days ago. The port and the sherry have probably been out 4 or 5 months.
Yeah, I think it was last October. I brought some Kansas ghost hunters.
It has not been out very long. We filled the barrels a couple years ago, and they're finally ready, so
That's
they're
amazing. All right, and have you tried it?
out. Of course I have. It's amazing.
All right. Okay, can you give me that witch's cackle one more time? All right. Just real briefly, what's a quick history of Pickety Bend?
Pickety Bend, well, the company was founded by 3 friends who were retired and thought it was a good idea to start a distillery. They realized it was a lot of work and they wanted some younger backs and knees, so they hired kind of the second generation in to help run it. The history of the area is that New Haven sits on the Pickney Bend of the river. And there's reference in Lewis and Clark's journal to meeting up with some moonshiners on the Pickney Bend.
I did not know
They
that.
bought a couple of gallons of whiskey for a couple of bucks. They complained about the price, but not the taste. So we figured there's a reason Daniel Boone and John Coulter stayed here. We think it's the whiskey.
And when did they bring in the black magic and witchcraft to make it better?
Oh, that's from the beginning.
All right.
We're just now wearing it, the hats. But yes, that's been from
Just
the beginning.
wearing the hats.
Yes.
All right. Okay, well, I don't mean to keep you.
No,
I know
you're
you've got a
fine.
big crowd out
Yes.
there and people want to come in and buy souvenirs.
Yes,
probably.
they do.
So thanks for talking to us.
Thank you.
and have a good night.
You too. Thank you so much.
Thank you. I'm so hopeful for you. Oh my gosh. Yeah. So if you want to swing with that, you can. Like I said, I'm making card. So this I don't have the second card. This is my full-time job. But I'm just.
Your outfit card here, this is a very
I'm from Bell, Missouri.
it's a pay card. It also means if you choose it correctly, you're going to be cut by swords. So you are somebody that ponders like all your steps. It's also kind of a control card.
We'll work it out.
So it tells me that you like to be in control. You have very boisterous about your opinions. Keep them internal. Keep them inside.
Don't focus on
You have like very deep feelings about things. I can see you talking to only specific people about what goes on in your head because
I get
sometimes
most
you
of
think
my
you're crazy,
energy
but
stuff from
your mind's always going 1,000 miles an hour. So it's very hard for you to rest. You have a lot of support around you. The people around you love you and they worry about you. And you don't like to feel like that because you're very independent and you like things the way you like things. Your marriage is your foundation. The person in your life is very devoted to you. So it's like they get aggravated, but they are crazy in love. They also, people around you worry about you. They worry about your health. They worry about like where you're going. They check on you a lot. Where you're at. Yeah. They want to know where you're at. Want to make sure you're safe. There's also some very strong women around you. They tell you things you might think that they're bossy just because they love you and think their way is the right way. Probably a mother figure, maybe her mom. And you're going to get her opinion whether you really ask for it or not. Like an emotional thing, like really high and really low. Like either you're super happy or you're like really tired and sleepy. Like this time of year, does it bother you like the sun being in or anything?
Oh, not really.
I feel like
I had a rough day today.
I feel like it's what do you call it? Seasonal kind of stuff. Like you do better when the sun's out and it's shining. I can see you like getting tired when it's gray.
Yeah.
Like when to take a nap. Also, you're going to be getting surprise gifts from your partner that you don't know about.
I do now.
He kind of feels like it's hard to surprise you though, because you are a psychic person. Like you're like, something's up. What's going on with you? Yeah. So I feel like you pick up on like little things. Also, you might say like be able to finish other people's sentences too. Like you're telling a story and you like know how it's going to end all of a sudden.
Yeah.
So it's hard to surprise you like that. But your relationship is strong. And the cards are telling me that you're like your own worst enemy. So like you feel like you're not good enough or you didn't do it well enough, you want to keep doing it over and over and over again, then you have to give yourself a break because everybody else thinks it's perfect. Things that you do or, you know. You're also very good with words, so I don't know if you journal or write, but you're an awesome writer. This is about balance. This is about doing more things with friends. You're going to be making a lot of new acquaintances, new friends. So I don't know why you're going to meet one person that's going to like open up a whole like clubs and like things to you, like invite you to do, I don't know if it's Tupperware, you know what I mean, that kind of lady stuff.
Right.
But this is the wish card, and this shows that whatever you want in your life, that you can manifest and bring it into your life. So the power of intention is something you're very good at. Because you might be the kind of person that says be careful what you wish for because you might get it. So what you give your attention to, you're going to bring into your life, whether it's negative or positive. So like if you worry about getting the flu, you're going to get the flu. Like I'm going to get a shot, I'm not going to get the flu. If you're worried about it, then you bring it to you. So if you find yourself doing that, you have to release it. This is the death card. The death card is always new beginnings. So this is like you're going to be starting something totally new. It might even be like work related because you have a lot of color around you. It means your aura, a lot of energy, and it's almost like you try to hold your light down a little bit. You don't want anybody to notice you. But pretty soon it's going to be busting out here and be able to control it. Okay? All right. Kind of what I'm thinking. All right.
Go. Okay, and here we are with Sherry Linklighter.
Licklighter.
Okay, and she just did a reading, which we videoed, and she is, my understanding, you are one who uses the entire tarot deck, which your neighbor here told me. So how long have you been doing this?
Since about 97. Professionally, yeah.
And what got you started with this?
I think just being spirit sensitive from a child and making friends and learning different things, like, you're wearing spirit board, a Ouija board on your chest.
Okay, and how do you, do you hear things? Do you sense things?
Well, I'm clairsendent, which is a clear sense. My daughter's a medium, and she actually hears and sees spirit.
The medium, I understand. I don't think I've ever heard that first word before.
Clear sense, clairsentient. It's like a knowing, a thought.
Okay.
Which all of us are. But it's the hardest kind of psychic to be because you have to trust that thought. It's trusting your very first thought is what it is.
Okay, so how about when I sat down here? Did you get an image or an idea?
Well, right now, you have a lot of spirit activity around you. But I also think that you got into it maybe as a little skeptical, like you're very left-brained.
Okay.
So it's like show me, and you have proof, so you believe now. Certain things probably happened to you when you were younger. But I can totally see you saying, oh, I'm so sorry it's your plumbing, or I'm so sorry it's this, or you know what I mean?
Yeah.
People probably try to fool you a little bit too.
From time to time, sure.
Yeah. But you have a lot of good spirit energy around you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Tell me about the tarot cards.
I don't read like the tarot per se. Like I know what they mean, but I read your energy. I don't have to have the cards. Like I've been telling you things about yourself.
Right.
When we're not doing the cards. So that's the way I read.
Have you ever been into a situation where somebody got upset over your reading?
I did recently, about 2 years ago. They threw a fit. They didn't believe it. And I'm like, why would you pay somebody for something you don't believe in? And she dogs me to this day to read her again because certain things I told her, I don't remember what it was, happened.
Wow. So she actually was upset because of what you said or because of she just didn't believe it anyway?
Right. So, you never know.
What happens when you have to give somebody a not so happy reading?
I don't have a lot of people that aren't happy. The universe sends me nice people, just like my restaurant, nice customers. So,
oh, you have a restaurant now?
Yeah, a Greek restaurant.
Well, tell me about that.
It's in Bell, Missouri, and we have a little Greek restaurant. We've been there 2 years, and we have gyros and Greek salad, different things. We have pizza for little kids.
And the name of your restaurant?
It's the Country Bell Cafe, that Greek place.
Okay, the Country Bell is a Greek place.
Yeah.
I would never have guessed that one.
Originally, we were going to be a diner that had specials that were Greek. That's my husband's background, is Greek cuisine, Mediterranean cuisine. And that was 10 years ago. And there's 2 great diners in our little town. And so we decided to be a Greek place that has other specials. Like we have smoked barbecue brisket that we do. Everything's homemade, but we don't make our own pita bread. But everything else is tzatziki, the spanakopita, we all make it from scratch.
Okay, cool. So if somebody wants a reading, how can they get you to get hold of you?
Well, they would have to call the restaurant. I only do private readings now.
Okay.
Because I'm so busy. But I have a lot of friends that do readings a lot, and I refer them.
Okay.
Most of the time we're working at the restaurant. I'm doing this. My girlfriend's the DJ here tonight.
Oh, okay.
So we're all girlfriends. My friend Tanya does Reiki energy healing, and Eva does tarot, and she's also makes chainmail. She makes chainmail. And our other girlfriend is Valerie. She's, oh, please come. They don't have any, psychics. So, so we all came out.
Yeah, I didn't hear about you being here till yesterday, so.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, thanks for talking to us.
Oh, yeah.
Appreciate it.
I'm so happy to meet you.
Can you give us a phone number so people can get hold of you if they
Well, our restaurant is 573 859 3688.
3688. I'll write that on the bottom of the screen.
Okay.
Okay. Sherry, thank you very much.
I'm so happy to meet you. Thank you.
I appreciate your time.
Thank you.
Is that for telling somebody's future, or is that for reading other things, past?
A little bit of everything.
Okay.
There are different types of tarot card readings. I use actually just a regular deck of cards. It's a better, to me, it's a better bullet point for me to get all the information across, because it's a bullet point and then I kind of fill in the rest with whatever I can figure out.
Is there some psychic sensitivity to this also, or is it strictly the way the cards?
Yeah. Well, that's what I lay the cards out, like kind of what's in front of me, and then I sort of wait to kind of, almost like waiting to remember what I'm supposed to tell them. And that's how that all works.
Where are you from?
I am from Bell, Missouri.
Bell. Do you do this anywhere else?
I'll do it wherever. Anywhere.
If somebody wants a tarot reading, how can they get hold of you?
Well, I don't have any business cards currently for that. I am an armorer, so you can give me a call. I have a Facebook page. You can just use my name, Eva Geller. I'll spell all that out for you later if you'd like. And then you can get hold of me that way.
Okay. So they can get through to you through Facebook.
Yeah.
Set up an appointment maybe or
Absolutely.
whatever.
Yeah.
All right.
That's how I do it. There's a lot of interpretation. Other people, like I said, my friend Sherry, who also does it, she's up and around. She uses more traditional tarot cards, and she comes about hers, I think, kind of in the same way. But a guide is a guide, whether it's a card or a piece of paper, something, right, exactly.
Okay.
So that's how we kind of figure everything out.
Doing this?
I've been doing this about a year. I didn't know I could, and I had people say, "Well, just try it, because your hunches are pretty good."
Right.
And so I'm like, okay. And I'm like, this isn't so bad, and it's good because sometimes I can provide really great news to people, and sometimes I can kind of give them cautionary stuff. Like, there's just go to the, watch it, make sure you eat right, take vitamins, and you'll be all good. Could be a bad flu season for you. I don't know, stuff like that.
Okay. So, Eva Geller, thank you very much. You can reach her on Facebook and get a good reading. Thank you.
All right, thank you so much.
Somebody call 911. Shawty fire burning on the dance floor. Whoa, I got a cool head down. She won't bring the room to ground.
It'd be like a witch's conga line. Why not? One more round, ladies. It's just in case we missed anyone. Oh, you're sexy, you know it.
I'm sexy and I know it. I'm sexy and I know it.
She's shaking her goodies. Now, did she say trick or treat when she did that? All right. This is everybody. Now, as you know, there are several different ways to win on this one. Is our judge overwhelmed right now? A little bit? You think you might need some backup? Whatever you want to do. All right. Okay, so here's what we're going for. I need the judge up here with me.